We are at episode number 3, and we're still on Hurricane Melissa, the big story. From the slow lane, today we are shifting gears to look at possible public health risks associated with the October 28 monster storm. In the waters left behind by Melissa lurks public health threats. We now know one of them is leptospirosis, a disease carried in the urine of affected animals, particularly rats. 18 confirmed deaths and 70 suspected cases of leptospirosis mean that Melissa created the ideal conditions for the disease. Areas with poor sanitation and high rat infestation are at a high risk of exposure to the disease, and that risk increases substantially with floodwaters such as we experienced during the passage of Melissa. People become exposed to disease if they wade through contaminated water and have open wounds or cuts, or get bitten by an infected animal, which could lead to flu-like symptoms and potential kidney or liver damage and even death. Soil can also be contaminated, a direct threat to farmers. World statistics tell us there are more than 1 million severe cases of leptospirosis, with some 50,000 deaths recorded worldwide annually. But for us, here's the paradox. Traditionally, rat soup was highly rated in Jamaican folk medicine as a cure for whooping cough. Perhaps it still is. Matters not that the rat used to make the healing soup was a cane piece rat, which feeds on seeds, coconuts, and cane, as opposed to the urban rat, which eats garbage. I've never had rat soup myself, but I hear it can be spiced up to a rather tasty status. From cane piece rats in Western Africa to roasted rats in northeastern India, rats in Cambodia, Vietnam, China, and Mexico, meat is sold in the markets and prepared in stews and curries. In those places, rat is seen as sustenance. So there we have it. Rats can be medicine, they can be food, and they can be a dangerous vector for a deadly disease. There is no scientific evidence to support the claim that rat soup cures whooping cough. Instead, modern medicine emphasizes that whooping cough is treatable with antibiotics and remains a vaccine-preventable disease requiring ongoing vaccination. The Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, has recently warned that Jamaica is one of the islands facing significant health risk from a whooping cough outbreak, even with our strong mandatory immunization program. The PAHO highlighted the fact that whooping cough has been increasing in the Americas since 2023, with children under 5 years old said to be most vulnerable. In the context of the current leptospirosis outbreak, caution is needed. The National Cleanup Program, announced by Prime Minister Andrew Holness, targeting hard-hit areas of the country, is welcome and will certainly boost sanitation efforts. All of this reminds us that disaster doesn't end when a hurricane passes. Indeed, it can linger in the smallest droplet of water. And another big lesson from Melissa is that rebuilding after a hurricane is not just about replacing infrastructure. It also includes navigating the complex landscape of health, culture, and community resilience. In closing, we invite citizens to think about that thin line between danger and cure and listen to public health warnings. Remember, uncollected garbage creates the ideal habitat for rats. So, have you ever had rat soup? We want to hear from you. Bye for now and see you soon.